What made you realize someone is absolutely insane? I never met them, but they kept calling, texting, and trying to find me. It was Friday night when I got a text asking what I was up to. I had no idea who it was from. I texted back and got a call. It was my friend Ong's voice. I was happy to hear from her as we went to secondary school together and hadn't talked much since college. She didn't have social media and refused to get a mobile phone. I praised her for finally getting a phone, but she said it was a friend's. After a quick chat, we said goodbye. Around 12 a.m., I got another text. Hey, this is Daniel, Ong's friend. I'm bored and stuck here till Ong wants to leave. Hope you don't mind me texting you. I didn't mind. I used to be up till stupid o'clock on the internet anyway, and he was a friend of my friend, so we texted for a bit, just nothingness conversation. Around 2 a.m., he called me. He said I sounded nice and wanted to chat. I was still awake, so we talked, had a laugh, talked about nothing much, then said goodbye. The next morning, I got a text from him, and I replied. He texted me all day and called again later. I found out he worked at the local shopping center in a store I went to all the time. We talked about where we lived, different towns about 20 minutes apart by bus. He knew what I looked like from photos Ong had shown him and my Friendster page. I didn't know what he looked like, but he described himself. This carried on for a week or two. Him texting and calling, asking loads of questions that seemed harmless at the time. Around Easter holidays, he started saying we should meet up since we were both free. I told him I couldn't because I had homework. He clearly didn't get the message and started texting me constantly. If I didn't reply fast enough, he sent more texts and would call. I was like, dude, I'm busy. When I have time, I'll text you. Then I got a text. I am in your area. Let's meet. I told him I was busy and couldn't. He kept bombarding me with texts. 2 days later, I'm in your area again. We have to meet. Number end of that week, he's there again. Number. Next week, he starts again about being in my area. I ignored the text. Later that day, I got a call from a local number. It was him, saying he was here and wanted to hang out. I told him I wasn't home and I'd text when I was free. I found out he'd called from a public phone box on the main road connecting to my street. That's when it hit me. The constant texts were annoying, but finding out he was actually in my area and knew approximately where I lived made all those harmless questions make sense. He'd been narrowing down where I lived. He knew I had a college at the bottom of my road and a park at the top. He knew what bus I got from college and which stop I got off at. He used to ask about the clothes I wore, accessories I had, what patches were on my backpack. He would definitely recognize me if he saw me. This was not acceptable. I told him I wasn't meeting him anytime soon, that I was busy, and he needed to calm down. But when you don't really care about someone other than to chat, I thought if I lessened contact, he'd get bored and go away. School started again, and I felt safer. I avoided the shop near my college since there was nothing there I couldn't get elsewhere. I only went to the shopping center during school lunch when he wouldn't be working. Daniel kept trying to contact me. I set his number to divert and ignored his texts. My mom was beyond angry, and at 6 a.m., she rang his mom's mobile and told her what her son was up to. His mom said she'd deal with it. I didn't hear from him again. Then Ong called me. I hadn't spoken to her since that first night over a month before. She found out what happened and said he wasn't really her friend, just someone from primary school who lived nearby. She put up with him, but in the past, he'd effectively stalked another girl in their area when he was in secondary school. Thank God he stopped contacting me. I'm scared to think how far he would have gone.